I'm excited. I'm so excited. I can't wait for this video. This video is going to be nuts, and I can't wait. What's up, everybody? I'm Seth Fowler, and today I've got an unboxing of 3 fire sneakers. For a lot of people, some of these shoes might actually be grails. I really can't believe I'm unboxing all these sneakers in one video from one place. I'm stoked. But first, I want to give a huge thank you to the sponsor of today's video, Farfetch, who also made this video possible. When you shop with Farfetch, you're shopping pieces from luxury brands and boutiques all around the world. So no matter what you're looking for, whether it's this really hyped up sneaker or some designer item, you can find it because they aggregate and curate the best items to make it easy for you to find. And of course, every sneaker that I bought in today's video, I bought off Farfetch. And let me tell you, there's Yeezys coming, there's Off-White coming, you probably saw from the title, but there is some heat coming. But the best part is, if you use my code SFFF10, you can get 10% off any of the sneakers mentioned in today's video and a bunch of other awesome shoes and other awesome designer products. That means that you can grab discounts off things like Off-White, both sneakers and clothing. You can grab Yeezys, both sneakers and clothing, Nikes, and pretty much anything that you would be looking for. And this all goes till October 2nd, so you don't have that much time, so I would click those links now. So make sure to check out Farfetch in the links in the description below and use my discount code SFFF10 to get 10% off until October 2nd. But now it's time to bust into some sneakers. Wouldn't you agree? This box just came in. Oh man. This box just came in today, and I busted out my arm recently, so that was actually pretty difficult to lift. But this should have all 3 pairs in it, and I'm really excited to see them. I haven't actually seen all of them in person, so this is gonna be exciting. I realize you guys can't really see my face, but at the end of the day, you guys aren't watching to see me. You're watching to see the sneakers, so I think that's totally fine. Okay, let's see them. Oh, no way. I've never seen these 3 boxes in the same box before. Okay, let me put this on the ground. What should we start with? They're all fire. I don't know which one to go with. Okay, let's go with the Yeezy because you guys have probably seen these before if you've watched my channel. As you can tell from the box, these are the Yeezy 500s, and I'll show you guys the colorway in the bone white colorway. Now I know you guys might be saying, Seth, you already have these. You did a review on these. And I did have these at one point, but I ended up getting rid of them. And the reason I got rid of them is because I didn't think I liked them as much as I actually did. And I immediately regretted it, and I felt like this was the perfect opportunity to re-up and grab my first pair of 500s that I'm actually keeping. I've said that for every pair of 500s. I've said, oh, this is the one that I'm keeping, and I haven't yet. But this, no guys, this is it. This is the one. These are, of course, the Yeezy 500 Bone Whites. These are the most recent Yeezy 500 to drop. And let's be honest, the colorway is very similar to a lot of the other Yeezy 500s that have dropped. But I do think this is actually my favorite because it's probably the easiest to wear in my opinion, other than maybe the black pair, because it's not as tan as like the Supermoon or the original Desert Rat or whatever it was, colorway, blush colorway, that's what it was. So it's easier to rock with more things because tan is just really a hard color to match on sneakers. And it's funny that I'm saying that because one of the sneakers that I've got coming up is tan, and now that point doesn't make any sense. It's not that tan sneakers are hard to match with, it's the shade of tan that was on the blushes and the Supermoons. Those are really, really tough to match with. But these, the Bone Whites, okay, they're still tan, but they're like a lot less tan. But no, I'm really, really excited about these. I think these are great sneakers. They're super, super comfortable on foot. I still think they have that insect sort of vibe that I've mentioned many times before, but I don't care. I really like these when I was rewatching the footage of me wearing them on feet. I thought they were fire, and I'm gonna keep this pair for real this time. This is staying. I will post a picture of me wearing these on Instagram to prove it, so make sure to follow my Instagram at RealSethFowler and my Twitter because I'll probably post it over there at RealSethFowler again. Shameless plug, but excited about these. Okay, what do we have next? We've got, look at this box. Do you guys know what this is from the box? You might have some ideas. I think I just showed you the label. So this shoe is actually helping me out with a goal that I've mentioned in previous videos. And that goal is that by the end of the year, when I do my top 10 sneakers of the year video, I want to have at least one colorway of each shoe on that list. And I genuinely think that this shoe deserves to be on this list and probably deserves to be pretty high on the list. So the fact that I was able to grab it, really excited about it. It's just a great shoe to knock off the list and a shoe that I've really been wanting to grab and just haven't found the right moment until just now. So, moment of truth. Look at that wrapping paper. It's blue with the nice, I guess, leaf print on it. Very cool. And then inside, oh man, these are sick. So these are the Air Max 1 Susans, or Air Max 1 Missing Links. And this is a shoe that is, I guess, inspired by or based on the movie Missing Link. This actually isn't the first time that Nike's collaborated with this animation studio on a sneaker. They've done things like the Paranormans and the Box Troll Roshis, I believe. And the reason for that is because Phil Knight, the guy who started Nike, his son actually started that animation company, so there was already an in right there. They decided to just collaborate on some sneakers, and I think every shoe that's come out of that collaboration has been fire. I can't think of one shoe that's dropped from that collab that hasn't been good. I mean, there's shoes that I like less than others, but nothing that wasn't put together really well. And to be honest, this is my favorite one out of the entire bunch. This is just a beautifully, beautifully made Air Max 1. So the inspiration behind this shoe was the main character, I think it's Mr. Link, I've never seen the movie, his outfit. And you can definitely see that inspiration when you see like the poster for the movie and you see what he's wearing. It's just such a nice mashup of colors and patterns. It doesn't look gaudy or too crazy or too out there. It's just a really beautifully made sneaker. And the fact that they use this sort of like brown leather on the midsole is so different, but it works so well. Around the toe of the shoe, you've got this yellow and brown plaid, which I think is actually my favorite pattern on the shoe. And I don't usually like yellow and brown together because, well, there's a lot of connotations that go with that. But on this shoe, when it's paired with the white and the green, I guess this is sort of like almost green corduroy. It's not actually corduroy, but it's meant to feel like that, I think. When it's paired with all these materials, it just comes across so well. Something that I didn't actually notice until just now is that on the lateral side, you've got this sort of sail colored Nike swoosh, but then on the medial side, you've got a maroon colored Nike swoosh. And it's a really nice little detail that I didn't notice. Of course, on the back of the shoe, you've got the Nike Air branding embroidered in green onto this really nice long pile tan suede. Oh, and it's got cork insoles too, that's sick. I don't love cork insoles comfort-wise, I think people really overhype them, but looks-wise, they look great. The tongue of the shoe comes in this dark brown leather with a green Nike Air tag that actually, instead of saying Air Max, is crossed out to say Air Susan, which is another detail that I literally didn't notice until I got these shoes in hand. Man, these are sick. And with the sort of gum outsole as well, they all just come together so nicely. It's crazy. I think these are probably second, third, maybe fourth. I guess to be fair, fourth. Fourth best sneaker of the year, at least in my opinion. Let me know in the comment section down below where you think these rank in the top 10 sneakers of the year. I think they're really high up. You might think something different. I'd love to know. And I really can't get over how dope this box is and how well it matches with the shoe as well. I mean, I guess the colors are slightly different, but it's just a really well thought out collab. I love it. Absolutely love it. This is an awesome sneaker. But now it's time to move on to the last sneaker that we're gonna unbox. And let me tell you, this shoe was by far the most expensive and probably the most hype shoe in this box. Any guesses? As I'm sure you can tell from the box itself, this is a Nike off-white sneaker, or an off-white Nike sneaker. This is from the 10 collection. This is not one of the original colorways, but it is one of the sneakers that was in the original collection. It's also in my size, which is very rare for off-white sneakers because size 9 is just the most popular size and you can't find it anywhere. This is a shoe that I've wanted for so long and just haven't had the opportunity to grab it, and now I have. And I'm just excited. I'm just stoked. I can't wait. I don't know why I'm building up the suspense. It's only really hurting me. You guys can just fast forward. Look at that. Look at that. Oh man. This is the first parachute beige off-white sneaker that I've ever owned. I have the black version of this shoe. I have the black off-white Air Max 90. I also have the black off-white blazer, and both shoes come in this sort of tan beige colorway, but I've never owned any of them. And I've realized since owning those shoes, I actually kind of preferred the tan colorway to the black colorway. Nothing against the black colorway, but this one's just so different and it stands out so much more. I've always wanted one. This is kind of nuts. I don't know what to say about this. This is crazy. The colorway is just so nuts. It's so different. It's not really like a tan as it is sort of a desert or parachute beige. So it's very easy to match. No, this shoe is not going to be easy to match. This is the kind of shoe that I'd wear with shorts because then I wouldn't have to have pants right next to it. To be honest, you could just wear these with black jeans or regular jeans too. I don't think it matters. But really, this shoe is more of a pop sneaker than it is like a matchy-matchy shoe. And I'm just so stoked on it. I'm definitely an off-white hypebeast though. I totally admit to that. So I think anything off-white I'm into, but this one in particular, Honestly and genuinely, I do think this is one of the best Off-White sneakers that have dropped so far. I love its monochromatic look, how it's all the same shade of beige. Like, there's not really any color variation between the different panels and the different materials, which is really hard to do. I dig this bright orange swoosh with this sort of teal hit. That's awesome. And of course, the Off-White branding or text on the medial side. Very nice, very clean. The heel of the shoe is actually brandless. There is no Off-White or Nike branding whatsoever. Of course, around the top of the tongue and around the top of the ankle, you've got these unfinished edges, which are kind of a signature Off-White hit. And it looks like the shoe also comes with some bright orange laces as well, with shoelaces written in sort of an aqua blue, which actually matches the swoosh and that little tag right there perfectly. These parachute beige Off-White Air Max 90s also come with this sort of baby blue Off-White tag rather than the standard like red tag, and I think it just matches with the shoe. It doesn't match with the shoe, but I think it fits with the shoe a lot better. Another element that I really like is the bright orange stitching midway down the tongue. I think that's a really nice detail that stands out. Overall, these Off-White Air Max 90s in the parachute beige colorway, they're dope. It's the only way to describe them. Dope. But now I would love to know your thoughts on the sneakers in today's video and which one of these pairs you like best, so let me know in the comment section down below. Once again, huge thank you to Farfetch for sponsoring today's video. Make sure to check them out through the links in the description below and use my discount code SFFF10 for 10% off until October 2nd. Seriously, that's 10% off just about anything. You can get 10% off these pairs if you wanted to. I would. But as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.